Hey there, it's your pal Filthy. This is a bit of a new series for me. It's a new game for me. It's called Sons of the Forest. It's a survival horror game that's out in early access on Steam. It's a fantastic game up to this point. I've been playing around with it since I got it over the weekend, and I wanted to share my experience with you. So let's get right into it. We're going to go into a new game, and full disclosure, I've actually been playing on normal, or on peaceful mode, excuse me, and I'm going to be switching it to normal here. So it'll take some getting used to in terms of the bad guys and stuff and all that, but hopefully we make it work. Hopefully I don't crap my pants. Ooh, they even have water on this island. Guys, there's water. It's a nice trip to a fancy island. What could go wrong? That's unsettling. Okay, cool. Guys, did you see the lightning? No? Alright. Chatty Cathy's, I tell ya. Okay, so it appears that me and my colleagues are looking for an Edward Puffton, Barbara Puffton, and Virginia Puffton. Pay special attention to Virginia. We may or may not see her. And it looks like this is an aerial view of the island. Alright, let's get into it, I guess. Alright, boys, we've trained for this. The key is to panic nonstop. Oh. Are you good? You good? Oh, you don't look good. And down we go. Alright, and here we are. This is the forest. This is one of the 3 starting locations, and I'm actually very glad that we got this particular starting location, and I will explain that in a bit, but first let's grab our friend Kelvin here. For those unfamiliar with the game, Kelvin is our AI companion. He will get things, he will finish buildings for us, and so on and so forth. He's something, alright. You can see he's got a bit of brain damage, got a bit of ear damage, but he's loyal, he's nice, and I swear I'm not meaning to talk about him like he's a dog. Like I said, you can get him to do various things. You can get him to follow you, get stuff for you, build some stuff, stay in place, take a break, and clear. for right now, we're just going to tell him to follow me because it's important that we get the ball rolling and we start getting some stuff collected and we start getting a base set up. And like that, he's now our helper. So the first thing that we're going to do is just go around and collect some stuff. Because every starting location in the game will have a bunch of stuff that respawns. And you also start the game with this emergency pack here. So just go ahead and open it. And it gives you an axe, GPS, a building guide, and a lighter. All of these things are pretty useful. All of these things are good. And yeah, what's not to love about a GPS and an axe? So first and foremost, what we're going to do is try and get some stuff collected. Everything is useful. Anything you can collect is worthwhile. Like, there's so many different resources that are needed. Oh, dear. Okay. Well, thank goodness it still let me collect that stuff. The reason I said that I was pretty excited about starting on the beach is because you can essentially funnel the bad guys to you if you're setting up here. If you look on the map, which we'll bring up here, zoomed in one too many times. It's like it's a peninsula. They have to come this way to get to me. And to be honest, with all the videos I've seen of this game, I'm a little bit surprised that more people haven't gone with this strategy. My suspicion is that it's because it's like you have to travel a long way to get logs and what have you out here. But for right now, we don't need logs. We just need to get as much stuff as we can. Okay, here we are back. Basically, all that I've done at this point is I set up a tent, and I've asked Kelvin to get me some sticks because I need sticks for a campfire. And in general, sticks are an incredibly useful resource, so we're gonna make that happen. I'll come get some from Kelvin before we head out. Drop them on the ground for me, big guy. Thank you. So I'll leave him to do that, and now I'm gonna wander into the forest a little bit to see if I can't get while he's doing that, I'm going to try and get some logs cut down because we will need them for everything, pretty much. We'll get some meds in us, and yeah, we'll get the ball rolling. It appears as though I didn't need to tell Kelvin to go get me sticks, but again, these are the sort of things that, like, they're always going to come in handy. So if he brings me some, then it's not the end of the world. And you probably guessed by the name of the forest, or Sons of the Forest, that there's a lot of tree cutting and stuff that goes into this game, and that is absolutely the case. It's a very basic. Basically, you want the last hit to be the direction, or you want to be facing the direction you want the tree to fall for your last hit there. Okay, Kelvin, thanks for the sticks, buddy. I need you to stop doing that. Why don't you go get some rocks and give to me? And again, the idea is I'm just trying to stockpile a little bit, just trying to collect as much as I can. And what I want with these logs is I genuinely want to put up a wall because the cannibals, the mutants, they can't swim. So if you can kind of keep them away from you, then you're good to go. Yeah, right about here seems to want to work. It's going to take a lot, but it'll be worth it in the end, for sure. Alright, so we've got to change plans here. I wanted to build a bit more of a defensive structure, like directly around my base, the idea being that it will take far too long to get an entire wall up on the beach. Alright, and now we're just going to kind of cut some trees down and then work on the basic structure, and then at that point we'll probably do a bit of hunting and call it a day. Alright, we're still working on this. To be honest, I've only gotten a couple logs, but I think this is probably the biggest draw of setting up where I've chosen to set up, is that it's it's a distance to get logs to and from. So I'm thinking that if this is where I'm going to be setting up long term, I think it'll be important to figure out how to get. There's a rope gun that you can use, so I think it'll be important to figure out how to use that so I can just zip line logs down here. And if you look, I've got this basic structure. Basically, the idea is that I want to hide like my fire, but it is being a little problematic, just a smidge, but we'll make it work. And pick this up. And then here he comes with one. I will wait for him to drop it, and then I'll go get... Who? What? Kelvin? There's a lady behind you. Don't look now. I'm gonna go talk to her. Hello? My name is Filthy? No, it's cool. Let me chase you to confirm how cool I am. I'm not at all a dangerous predator. I promise. Okay, well, let's give her some space, I suppose. You know, I shouldn't assume her gender. I will give them some space. There you go. And at this point, I think we'll be calling it an episode. It's not sure how long it's going to be with editing, but I think that this is kind of a good starting point. I will do a bit of grinding off camera to get this little base structure situation finalized, and then episode 2, I think we're going to do some exploring. I think we're going to do some fun stuff. We're going to try and find a better axe and things of that nature, and then we'll go from there.